want to be a princess.
This year's theme, celebrating the world of music.
It unites us, connects us, and is the thread in all our lives all over the world.
While we are 3 months from watching the floats go by as the bands play, the Rose Court members have leadership, community service, and educational events to look forward to, as well as a $7,500 scholarship. Also still to be announced, the 2024 Rose Queen and the Grand Marshal of the parade. If you're interested in getting in on the parade fun, we took a look online. It looks like they're still taking applications for floats and also for equestrian participation. Reporting from Pasadena, I'm Karma Dickerson, NBC4 News.
Right now at 6, a former Texas cop accused of killing a Lake Elsinore man in a hit and run makes his first court appearance. The charges he's facing tonight. And they're back at the bargaining table. We'll tell you where things stand this evening as actors look for a deal that will get them back to work. Plus, call it the Taylor Swift effect, a ratings touchdown for Sunday Night Football, the game drawing eyes beyond traditional fans. The milestone reached on Sunday.
This is NBC4 News at 6.
Negotiations between actors and the major studios and streamers wrapped up for the day just a short time ago. Good evening again, everyone. I'm Carolyn Johnson. That strike continues to paralyze much of Hollywood, but many are hopeful these talks today are a step in the right direction. NBC4's Bailey Miller joins us now from Mid-Wilshire with more on the outlook. Bailey.
Yes, as you mentioned, we just learned that negotiations have ended for the day, and we also learned they will be back to discuss and continue their talks on Wednesday. But today was a very big day. That's because all the top executives from the Big Four, including Disney, Netflix, Warner Brothers, and others, they did come to the table here at SAG-AFTRA, and others think that this is a great step forward. Take a listen.
I feel like something's coming. Something really good is coming.
I'm hopeful. I mean, I'm truly hopeful.
Actors, dancers, and stunt performers on the picket lines, while there are now signs of progress now that the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers and SAG-AFTRA are meeting for the first time in more than 2 months.
The fact that they made a deal with the Writers Guild is, it gives me hope.
There is a sense of optimism outside the studios, especially after the WGA and the AMPTP reached a pact last week, ending their strike on Wednesday.
And the fact that the negotiations are going to be at SAG-AFTRA headquarters is a sign of some respect rather than insisting upon the AMPTP's own ground.
Experts like entertainment lawyer Jonathan Handel say it is a good sign, but the sides need to make up a lot of ground in a short amount of time before the holidays.
The window for a deal this year is closing. If we don't reach a deal by the end of this month, which is a roughly 4-week runway, then there won't be a deal till next year, because once you get to November, CEOs take early vacations.
Picketers say they'll be out here until then, working and hoping for a fair resolution.
I know the negotiation team is doing their best, and they are really going to bat for us.
Now, experts say there won't be a deal anytime soon. This could take weeks because as we know, they have a lot to discuss, including AI protections, streaming, and other big topics like wage increases. So we will see what comes next. And of course, we'll be following this on Wednesday as well. Reporting live here, I'm Bailey Miller. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Bailey, thank you. And new at 6, a former Texas sheriff's corporal has pleaded not guilty in the death of a Lake Elsinore father of 7. Giovanni Ceja is accused of driving drunk, running his car into Gilberto Sotelo, and then driving off. This happened in August when Sotelo's truck had run out of gas on the shoulder on the 215 in Riverside. After the crash, Ceja went back to Texas, where he was later arrested and then extradited a week later. Ceja will return to the courthouse in Riverside in January. Police are investigating an armed home invasion in the Pico Union area. 4 men broke into a house and robbed the person inside using a hammer. Officers arrived just after 1 this afternoon. They found the person robbed was not physically hurt. It's unclear at this point what was stolen. Police are still looking for the men who broke in. Late yesterday, Governor Newsom announced his choice to replace the late Senator Dianne Feinstein. It's LaFonza Butler. She'll become the 3rd black woman to ever serve in the U.S. Senate. And our Conan Nolan is in our News Operations Center now with much more on the woman who may not be familiar to many Californians. Conan.
That's right, a bit of a surprise and not familiar with most Californians, but she is familiar with Democratic Party politics